And it's Founders Cup action here. The U14 Washington Pride taking on the Connecticut Polar Bears. The Polar Bears, a guest team in the tournament, as they get set to get going. Connecticut in the black and blue. It's the white jerseys, navy blue shorts and shoulders for the Pride. 3 16-minute periods. Intermissions just 2 minutes apiece. There will be no overtime if this game ends in a tie. Crucial game in the group stage here. Both sides looking to advance to the final. Connecticut Polar Bears coached by Janice Yang. It's Kush Sidhu of Washington Pride squad making the about 7-hour drive up from the nation's capital. The Polar Bears based out of Shelton, Connecticut. A chance to get a look at some of the players who'll be suiting up in the JWHL in the coming seasons. Take the draw. Myers from Polar Bears from Pride. Waits to get as this one went over to the left side, quickly entered by Morin. Puck towards the end wall corner. Push to the side. Sada trying to find a way out. She swings into a teammate. Snap across ice. Room to operate in the attacking zone, trying to evade one. Driving towards the net, backhanded it to herself, turning, firing. Unable to get the shot towards the net was Lola Morton. In the corner, Jane Millay. But taken back, it's Moore behind the net. Cindy Moore looking for an opportunity, and then Sada plays it off towards her teammate behind the net. Right along the blue line. Flannery keeps it in for the moment, but Zuckerman able to exit up the right side, clears the half line. She'll throw it off the end wall, skate off for a change, and puck settles underneath. Plays it back towards the blue line, thrown down. Fisher towards the end wall. Go waiting for Gabriel Goddard. Goddard backhands it up ice. Kleiner plays it towards the middle, cutting all the way through center ice, and on the attack, Flannery plays it into the zone. Right to middle, cutting back towards the right side, but running out of real estate was Drinid. And now sent around the boards. It'll settle Kleiner. Kleiner skates left to middle, trying to cut through two. Has space, shot, flies high. Puck into the attacking zone for Washington, unable to find it. Up ice, Kleiner. Kleiner skating forward. Trying to split two. Does. Kleiner shot. Denied there by Blake Valentine, the netminder for Washington. The other side, it's McKenna Britton. Clearance attempt, a whiff on the first attempt to get it out by Paget. Will stay in the zone for the moment. Millay Plays towards the end wall, then wrapped around the boards and out. Giving chase all the way back is Bess Elkins. And the fencewoman finds it, looking for an option off to her right, finds one. Snapped ahead, but wide of everyone. Arm extended for an icing. 13-13 showing the clock. Just under 3 minutes gone so far. Thrown towards the net there, off to the corner. Benoit unable to find it before it's sent the opposite way by Dolch. Into the corner once again, up ice, trying to work on the near side. And a chance to skate here. Millay trying to track it down, but she's cut off. And backhanded ahead by Zuckerman. Kept in and jabbed out before it finds way to Chang. Gets out of the zone, but unable to maintain possession. As this one played off towards the bench side into the attacking zone. Elkins took it in, tried to get it to McKay. Sada digs it away from traffic. She's sent to the ice. Puck kicked out of the zone and then played off to the left side by Claire McKay. Played back up ice, but not out of the zone. Trying to turn to Samantha Sada. Shot there, pushed aside. It was McGinnis with the look. Over Morton holds, snaps it across. Bouncing puck settled. Shot, not a ton on it. Sada had a look, but a lot of traffic right near her stick space as Valentine able to read it. Bedard played it down. Behind the net, and then back up towards the blue line. Goddard finds. Dolch. Towards the blue line, shot covered. As a fresh group over the boards for Washington. Shot off the draw, blocked. Out in front of it was Mae McKendry, and it launches the attack for Violet Pfeffer. Plays it around the boards, crashing into the corner goes Miller. Back the other way, but taken away by Goddard. Goddard pressured in the corner by Pfeffer. Puck bounces free. Pfeffer looking for it. She won't find it before Culinary sends it right to left. Kleiner finds Kleiner trying to cut through the defense. Instead, McKendry. Kleiner tries to play it, but bounces right to Pfeffer. McGinnis behind the net, taken down, and skating free with the puck for the moment was Elkins. She'll have to turn back up towards the near side, races forward, leaves it off towards her left, but taken away. Cutting from the right side and then across ice to get. Dagger can't find a look, now knocked behind Elkins. Elkins moves it over. French, up ice, looking for McKay. We'll go to the corner instead, thrown out in front of the net. Elkins had to stick there just to secure it away. As this one will trickle down ice past the blue line. Will check up there. Release for the puck. More in the first one there, trying to leave it ahead. She does. Williamson unable to force out of the zone. It stays in on the attack. Keegan Dolch. Back to the blue line. Navigates by one. Leaves it off to the right side as far as it'll go. As Camden Drain look for an opportunity. And down ice, a race. That'll be one by Current Theory. As it's thrown across, Fisher couldn't secure. The one-timer from the blue line for Zuckerman deflected wide. Taken away by Zuckerman, played over to our left, and then covered up after Benoit sent it towards the net. 9:10 to go in the period. 7 minutes gone so far. In the neutral zone, it'll come all the way back for a moment. It's played ahead towards Huskett, and then played back down ice. The right side. Trying to cut through traffic was Bedard, unable to. 2-on-2 the other way, into the left side comes Paskakit. Shot gloved as we hit as we near the midway point in period number 1. Still 0-0 on the scoreline. Ice beginning to tilt a little bit in Washington's favor. Sent across towards the net. Shot denied there. Right back. Second effort from McKendry. Deflected high. Culinary flies her zone. Plays it off the wall into the attacking end. Fox trying to cut it off in doing so. Fox plays it to the right. And lost out in front for a moment. To get there. Trying to force it ahead. She'll just play it back to herself. The dagger goes towards the wall. 7:50 to go in the period. Try to play it down ice. Caught the skates of Gingras. It stays in the zone. Get now able to exit. Our pass caught a skate on the way to Cal. Reaches zone Culinary. Plays it off to the right. Kleiner takes his zone. Kleiner, though, end of her shift. She'll send it down and change. Fresh off the bench, forecheck launch as Myers throwing her weight around. Miller tried to play it out, instead taken away and sent right back by Millet. Puck out in front, backhander denied. Still bouncing around, but couldn't find it immediately. Comes towards the blue liners. Off the attempt from McGinnis. Played towards that bouncing puck. Now behind. Out in front, just off to the left of Myers. Myers plays it towards the defensive pairing. Shot blocked. It's going to be a Dagger who got in the way and now finds it. Dagger's shot off the paddle and behind. Pressure applied by Pfeffer, but rounded. And now comes towards the neutral zone. They're trading back to play it. Clock to Serafin. She cuts right to left. Trying to play in the attacking zone, unable to. Now back off to the left for Abigail O'Reilly. Head Williamson, and then recovered defensively by the Polar Bears ahead to Sada. Battle for it behind the net. McKendry trying to win it free. And she'll be muscled off the puck there into the corner. Now she'll tie it up once again. Joining in on the party is Jalissa Williamson. Backhanded, unable to get it to go. Battle between the two number 5s, one that Fisher appears to have won, now forced out of the zone by McKendry. As we take towards 5 to go in the first period. He's hitting the floor as Moran enters. Shot off the paddle and wide. Bouncing puck out in front, hops around Fisher. Took an awkward hop up on its side. Sent down ice, took a deflection to evade the icing. Myers has a stick on it. She gives chase. Moran there to play it towards her teammate, Zuckerman. Zuckerman circles in her own zone. Harassed by Kleiner. Skates free, sends it down. Gets a deflection forward by Williamson. Fresh off the bench, trying to make a play with Paskiep. Comes free. It's now Benoit trying to play it into the zone, but offsides the call. 4:28 to go here in period number 1. Great weekend of hockey here at New England Sports Village. 3 levels of JWHL action in the U19 semis earlier. U16 semifinals will follow this game. It'll be the final game of the evening. As 4:15 to go here in the Founders Cup first round or group stage matchup, first period. So 2 tickets punch the championship Sunday at the U19 level. We'll see who will play on at the U14 level as well. Right here as into the corner along the sidewalk, Kleiner. Deflected, no icing. All the way back to retrieve it. Elkins played ahead, deflected back. Fox plays it left to right. Good get. Myers, backhander, but couldn't find anyone. Deflected right by Malay. Under 3 minutes to go. It comes to Fox. Fox in her own end, plays it up ice. Was looking for Dagger. Dagger trying to play it, unable to find an opening. Sent towards the net by Malay, pushed aside. Reflection on the attempt there from Dolch. Now room to skate. Center to left by Williamson. Knocked forward by Stikos, but not into the zone as it's sent the other way. Stikos will find it. Plays it left to right. McKendry. McKendry skates ahead. Near the half line. She'll throw it all the way to the end wall. We tick towards 2 to go. And chasing down the puck, Miller. Miller hits the ice. It's played forward. Took a deflection. And all the way out of her crease, playing it is the Pride's Valentine. Ahead, Pfeffer. Carries in and off to her right is Miller. Loses the puck. Comes to Goddard. Goddard sends it down. Rolling towards the end line. Icing waved off. Out in front. French played it initially. That direction played initially by McKendry. Then she hits the ice. But it comes to Riley. Riley trying to evade behind her own net. Plays it ahead. Miller. Miller unable to find before it's re-entered or kept in by McKay. Sent cross ice. The feed from McGinnis doesn't connect. Pfeffer looking for it, doesn't find it. Back towards McGinnis, trying to battle for it. Now exited. As all the way down ice, McKay will play. Minute to go in the period. As this one will draw the whistle with no, it will not. No icing called as it's played by the netliner. Ahead and kept in for the moment. Starting the attack, Williamson's feed forward. Tape to tape. Parthsarathi deflected towards the end wall. McKay will play it. McKay evades and now snaps it right to left, just out of the reach of Kleiner. Got enough of the stick to evade icing. And Zuckerman will try to play it out. It's kept in right at the blue line, 25 to go. Shot attempt denied there. Zuckerman skating into the way. She finds it, trying to fly the zone. And back kicked away. Out in front, falling to the ground and covered off. 14.6 to go. As appeared to be Ann Gingeris who had an opportunity towards the nets. Culinary to take the draw. And goes towards the corner. Puck does emerge free. Trying to find space with Gingeris. Unable to cleanly knock towards the neutral zone, but too little time remaining as the horn sounds before Carey Husquiat can give chase. That'll do it. A scoreless first period here in the Founders Cup. Sides flipped around, still scoreless here. Second period action in the Founders Cup set to get underway here. Into the draw, it's Messley Myers and Mia Daggett. Daggett, after conceding the draw, able to find in the neutral zone and force it in as Elkins finds him behind her net. Move towards the left side. Zuckerman. French will send it down. Zuckerman throws it towards the net, off the pad on the netminder. 15-25 here in the second period. Chance to skate here. Races on, and a play there by Dagger to prevent the opportunity. Taken away, Myers. Played towards the end wall. Now skating back up. Ford tried to give it off to her left for McKay. Just couldn't connect inside the zone. Now Dagger touches it over. Space to operate. Zuckerman. Zuckerman winds up, tees one up, and denied there by the netminder. Long range effort with the slap shot. Now towards the bench Stores. As it'll be out of the zone. Chipped ahead. Room to skate. Into the zone, left to right, but Sada shot catches a stick. Left back towards the blue liner, skating in, shot blocked. Out in front was Fisher. Attacked the other way, played off to the left. Steichholz tried to find it, unable to. Now Morden plays it in. And the exit attempt now finds its way out. Giving chase was Fisher. It was jammed back by Myers to slow the advance. They'll trickle to McKendry. McKendry towards the right side plays it in. Guinness plays it behind. And here, finding the puck, skating in. All the way behind the net goes Zuckerman. Zuckerman still on her stick, snaps it towards the blue line. Or correction, it was Miller to Zuckerman. And now Miller once again finds. Miller over to Zuckerman. Zuckerman shot. Gloved. 13:20 to go. 2:40 gone in the period. Still scoreless. Shane takes the draw for the Pride there. It's still loose, though, as now finding the puck French. French will be able to help guide it back to Goddard. Goddard sends it around past the stick of Gingras. It's back. Forget. We'll play it out in front of her netminder. Thrown in by Gingras. Snapped across by Goddard, backhanded down by French. Played back up towards French, but she'll skate out and retrieve. Trying to shed the defender on her back, it's Miller. And now play it forward where it's taken away by Paget. Paget's pass in the direction of Pfeffer will roll by everyone. Back to chase it down. Goddard as it checks up. Goddard turns up ice. Long stretch pass there, catches a stick before it reaches its intended destination. It was Paget who got the stick on initially and now forced towards the defensive zone as she once again makes a play, using her body to slow down the oncoming attack. Williamson tried to carry it in, then lost the puck. Belay shot, denied there for Valentine. Played down towards the end wall. Myers had a piece of it, now tracked down Paget. Paget trying to free it. Comes free to Myers. Myers immediately walled up. Attempting to snap it back towards the blue line, was taken away by Williamson. Back towards the neutral zone. Elkins leaves it behind. Now sends it forward as it'll bank off the side wall, collected behind by Fox. But Solskjaer sends it ahead. Physical play there. Paget trying to find it, unable to. Into the zone. Morden sent it across. Shot here, blocked, flutters towards the net, but standing up tall and securing it is Valentine. 10:42 remain in the second period. We play just over 5 minutes in the middle frame. As fresh skaters for Washington here. Shot from the blue line, gloved. It was Elkins with the attempt. Valentine, a strong period here. Moran skates ahead. Moran enters. Shot attempt denied there. Ace is on there, but it's received first back by Moran. Moran plays it off to the right, snapped ahead. Zuckerman, bouncing puck towards Moran. Moran carries in off to her left. This Pasquiet shot off the end wall. Moran once again throws it through traffic towards that. Got someone out in front. Deflection, scores. Was knocked down by a polar bear right in front of the crease and then tucked home. It appears by Kyra Pasquiet. And it will be her that leads the line. 1-0 to score. Washington opened the game at 6:02 of period number 2. trying to take the draw for Washington, but it's one on the other side by Culinary. Throws it off the end wall. McKendry finds and circled behind. Bedard. Shot here, backhanded towards the net, blocked out in front. It was Riley who had her body in the way. Kleiner tries to exit, and Kleiner tries to keep it in, unable to. That's now all the way back to find it's McKay. McKay tried to play it ahead, racing in and cut it off with strike balls. Stay in the zone for a moment as Riley jams at him, then exited around her. Gingras plays it in. Kleiner trying to find, plays it back to Gingras. 7 gone in the period. This one thrown towards net, but deflected wide. Ford beyond the net. Ford looking for an opportunity. Snaps it towards the blue line off the stick of Bedard. Bedard finds her own end, tries to play it ahead. McKendry kicked out, but unable to stop it into the zone, just out of the reach of the leg. Poked into the corner as McKay fired it. McKendry. He plays it to the right into the zone as Millay backhands it. But retrieved by Fox. Fox looking for a way out. Spins it up the near side boards for the get. Taken back. Thrown in front Myers. Myers off the left side. Shot goes wide. As we enter the second half of this one, clock still ticking. Set ahead. Dagger ices it. 7:42 to go here in period number 2. The score 1-0 in favor of the Washington Pride. Thrown out in front, the attempt just wide from Sada. Circling, looking for an attempt, looking for an angle shot there. Deflected, Morton attempted to throw one towards the net. Kept in, thrown on target by McGinnis, but covered up by Valentine. .7:24 to go. Looking for their way out. Parkinelli played it off to the left side, was taken back by Sada. Played in their own zone, the snap forward French. God will go over to Sada, said backhands it off to the near side into the zone. Fox played it off to the right, then down ice. Icing called. 6:47 remain in this one. Forehand. Ahead. Caught a deflection from the goal scorer, Hoskiet. He'll try to track it down, but angled off by McKay. Put it off to the left. Chance to escape for Culinary. She'll send it ahead. Kleiner takes the zone. Kleiner snaps it across, but off the skates of Zuckerman instead. Nearly 10 minutes gone in the period. 1 goal so far in the direction of the Pride. Gingras unable to find it, just tracking back. Zuckerman in her own zone. Try to play it off to her left. Takes a deflection on its way to Morin, who's able to poke it by Dolch and enter the zone. Fires it towards the target. Kicked out behind. Played on a stretch pass into the zone. Kleiner with a defender on her back. Tries the backhand and it's denied. Never frozen by Valentine. We play on with 5:25 to go and icing here. As action will come right back down the attacking end of the Connecticut Polar Bears. Now trying to find a way away from the wall and able to. It's won free by the Polar Bears. Moved over Goddard. Goddard unable to get a shot off. Getting played it over behind the net. Comes to McKendry. McKendry, her clearance ever catches the stick. Bounces back in play. Stays in the zone. Backhanded off the wall by Myers. Driving towards that. Trying to kick it loose, but unable to. Was Millett. Stikos carries it in. Turns her back towards the net. Plays it towards the blue line. McKendry. And behind the net, collected. Connecticut will play it through the center. Skating ahead, looking for room to operate as it's played forward. Racing in goes McGinnis. Turns, backhands towards the bench as they change. Millett finds. Initially poked free. Turns, fires just wide. Polar Bears complete their change as this stays in the zone. Shot there. Loved. Elkins had an opportunity, but Valentine able to get her mitt towards the ice and freeze it after making the stop with her pads. 4:14 to go. Borden drives towards the net. Puck bouncing over the stick of Sad out in front. She'll go towards the corner, has space to operate, plays it towards the blue line. Skating in on the left side, thrown out in front, didn't get the deflection she needed. It was Borden the last one there who would have had a chance, just couldn't reach it. Skating in, backhanded towards the net. Sada denied there with 3:27 remaining in period number one. Culinary to take the draw in the attacking zone, but it's won over by the Pride to Zuckerman, who plays it around the back of her net to Morin. Morin will try to snap it ahead. Had Pfeffer down ice, as was Miller, but it'll roll all the way past the end line before either of them can get to the puck. .3:17 to go. Period number two. Reminder, no fresh ice at any point in this one. It's one back, thrown towards the corner by Goddard. Stays in the zone as Kleiner finds the feed. Skating back towards the blue line. She'll send it towards the blue line for Goddard. Goddard, back Kleiner, bunts it over to the middle. Doesn't connect with anyone other than Lindy Chen, who tries to fly the zone for the Pride. She escapes, but immediately back into the zone comes McKay. Cut off once again by Chen. Towards the net. Chen gets the stick in the way, gives it up. Zuckerman. Zuckerman drives across the face of her netminder before it's played to the left for McKinley Moran. Races in the left side, tries to cut towards the middle, lost the puck. Came to Williamson, who got a touch on it, but nothing more. Jamming at it, Lindy Chen. And now exited. Fingers plays it down as with 2:15 to go. It's collected behind the net by McKinley Moran. Played off the side wall, and Williamson finds it in stride. Shot flies high. Will come all the way around. Abigail Riley catches a deflection on her and tapped. It'll bounce towards Williamson, unable to play it cleanly. Polar Bears looking for an exit. Snap forward, Elkins. Millay over to the middle, looking for Myers, doesn't connect. Big hit at open ice. Frees the puck from Millay, sends it over to the left. Skating in, shot denied once again. It was Brielle Plord with the shot. Myers once again to take the draw. The other side's daggered as this one hops over towards McKay behind the crease, behind the net, throws out in front. Deflected by Millay, but covered up once again by Valentine. Final 90 seconds of the period here. Millay chases it towards the side wall, but on trying to play it as well, but it's the Polar Bears who emerge with it. Play towards Myers. Myers. Tiger plays it off the side wall. In the defensive zone, the Polar Bears working around behind the net towards Stoltz. Stoltz trying to play it. Bouncing puck comes towards Millay. Tried to exit, but kept in by Riley. Sent towards the net, flutters over the mid of the netminder. And towards the corner, waiting for it was McKay. Trying to play it forward and out. Not able to as this one cut off by Dagger. Thrown down towards the end line, Myers. Myers finds 35 to go in the period. She sends it around the boards. Millay ahead, takes a deflection there. And Dagger up ice, takes it over to the right side. Basket. Hits the player trying to change. That'll be an offside as Millay was getting off the ice. 15.1 on the clock here in period number 2. The score, 1-0. Ball went back by the Polar Bears. Swung left to right. Up by Sierra Morden. Unable to find entry. Overboard's taken back by Cal. He'll play it forward. Stick in the way there. Fed over towards Morden. That'll do it for the middle frame. A breakthrough for Washington. They lead 1-0. We'll return shortly for period number 3 here in the JWHL Founders Cup. back here for the final frame in the group stage of the Founders Cup. Losing her footing as she tried to spin it up ice was French, but did find a target in Sada, who spins it to the right side. Breaking into the zone, had an option to the left of McGinnis, just never could get the pass off. No passing lane developed. Tried to fly the zone. Zuckerman hits the ice, did get it out, but thrown back in as soon as McGinnis turns past that center line. No penalties so far. The only goal belongs to Washington's Carrie Koskiet out in front here. This one sent right to left, tapped ahead by Pfeffer. Taken back, racing ahead, Kleiner. Shot scores! Kleiner got it over towards Molinari, banks it off the post and in, the equalizer with 15:03 remaining. As Molinari leads the line, the center able to put it just inside that post. Into the zone, looking to find a way to score again and take the lead. Kleiner spins it over to the right side, skating in. Played to the right by Elkins, but caught the body of Pfeffer. Does stay in here. Shot from a long way out from Gingras, pushed aside. 90 seconds gone in the period. Comes to Dolch. Bouncing puck, Molinari plays it towards the middle, just doesn't connect. As able to find it here, keeping it in the zone for the moment. Kleiner, she plays it across. Over to Dolch. Dolch skates in. Shot doesn't go. Gingras across. In front, but tied up was Molinari. Got her stick lifted as she went for her second of the game. Played towards the corner. Kleiner back towards the blue line. Gordon trying to find space. And played down Pfeffer. As the Polar Bears will change, as do the Pride. Reminder, this one can end in a tie. No overtime at this level. Into the zone, trying to navigate through traffic. Take away Williamson. Williamson races through the middle. And then pushed off the puck by Goddard. Navigating through the neutral zone is McKay. McKay enters, handles to the left, towards the net front, backhander, bouncing in front, follow-up effort doesn't go, as Malay was sliding to the ice. Entering on the opposite side, Parthasarthi. But she loses the puck. It's played forward, back towards the right. And up towards Malay. Played over as it's carried in. Myers. Myers looking for an opportunity. Holds. Fires. Blocked. Caught Sophie Fox. As the Polar Bears change one by one, they worked around the attacking zone. Driving towards the end wall before spinning back. Snapped across. One-timer Goddard. Just couldn't direct it. Williamson able to exit it around Goddard and Myers. She'll give a chase, as does Goddard, to shield her off. And send her to the ice. Goddard using the body to secure the puck. Towards the neutral zone. Zuckerman sends it back ahead. Williamson trying to re-enter on able to. Sada had it for a moment. Take it back. Zuckerman over to Williamson. Chipped into the zone. And retrieved by Elkins. Elkins behind her own net. Tries to pass ahead. Catches the skate of Moran. Comes all the way back to Valentine. 1-1 game here. 11:50 to go in the period. Sada works it back. Morton shot. Blocked out in front. McGinnis is trying to get there to screen the keeper. Either hit her or a defender. Either way, possession continues before it's nearly exited. Kept in by Sada before it does bounce out and played over by McGinnis. Entered here on the right side. Handling through traffic. Morden trying to face the net. Had to take it off her stick. As Musket skates forward. She loses it. Shot off the netminder's mitt. Nearly 5 minutes played in the period. Still deadlocked at 1. Off the sidewall towards the end wall there, waiting for Morden. Morden walled up. Driving on the left side, shot from Elmer caught someone out in front. Still from Elkins caught someone out in front. Still loose and now exited. And towards the end wall, will not make it there. French has it taken away by Elkins, her teammate. Back to French, banks it off the sidewall, connects Kleiner. Kleiner skates left to right into the zone. He stripped of the puck, Shank. But unable to keep her footing. Culinary there to keep the zone, plays it off, and then behind the net. Throw it out in front, will come towards the blue line. Handling it for a moment was Elkins before she failed to get the shot off cleanly. McKay handles, trying to beat Steichels and able to get it ahead into the zone. Kleiner trying to get a touch on it, but just out of reach. The exit attempt by McKendry takes a deflection. McKay all the way back. We enter the final 10 to play as McKay circles. Pass through, connects, tape to tape, into the zone before it catches the skates of McKendry. Myers tried to carry it in and lost it for a moment. Gingras able to throw it in. Change here for the Polar Bears. Play down towards the blue line. Malay pressure. Malay evades Pfeffer. She'll skate up the right side and into the attacking zone. Try to leave it off to her left. Puck was knocked free and then controlled by Tegan Paget. Paget plays it forward, Pfeffer. Over to Paget. Miller. Makes a deflection off the skate of Daggert into the zone, where it's controlled for the moment. Rister blocked as Malay tried to take the lead for her squad. Played down ice. Sada circles, up ice. She'll track it down, takes a hit from behind, plays it from her knees. Able to work her way to her feet while controlling the puck. Has multiple options, finds one, shot blocked. It was Goddard trying to let one fly. Williamson up the near side. Williamson enters. Partial rush, now back to a 2-on-2. Her shot gloved in the second half of the final frame. Still scoreless at 1. .7:58 remain. Fisher in the dop. This one back by the Polar Bears. Elkins tries to work it around. Cut off by Williamson. Williamson snaps it towards the middle. Tying up the Pride player for a moment was Flora before it comes free. Bounces towards Zuckerman. Zuckerman trying to drive towards that. Snapped it across a little bit out in front of Fisher. And then exited down ice. Whistle comes in. Arm goes up. 7:35 to go. Icing the call. Offensive zone draw as Washington looked to reestablish their 1-goal advantage. Around the boards towards Kleiner. Kleiner trying to find it a little bit out in front of her, but able to round Zuckerman. 2-on-1. Kleiner tries to slide it across, but a better defensive play by Moran. who keeps the stick in place, stick in the lane there, denies the opportunity for Connecticut's second of the period. As this one played towards the blue line, not quite in. Ingris was waiting for it. Culinary, the goal scorer, played it towards the wall, now jams it ahead into the zone, but it's Lee Moran first back. She turns, fires towards the blue line. Ingris able to tie it up. Her teammate comes in behind, scoops it free. Cross kick gives chase. Bedard. But offsides there. 6:39 to go. Skating in, Rister scores! And the Polar Bears overturn the one-goal deficit, now lead 2-1. As the goal scorer here to give her team the advantage is Brielle Ford. Now, just like that, the game turned on its head. 6:32 to go as Washington now have to get on the front foot once again. A fight through the neutral zone as Myers pushes it towards the end wall. McKendry tried to play it ahead, now looking to recollect, unable to. Skating all the way towards the left side, left behind Ford. Had the goal just a moment ago. Shot blocked off the attempt from Elkins. One of the two there was Coe. Trying to work her way up ice, was cut off. It was Elkins who tried to force it back, and now Elkins has it, has her stick held, no call. As this one played forward by Millay. Still no penalties in this one. 5:50 to go in the game. A 2-1 advantage for Connecticut. As Connecticut playing the guests of this tournament have had a strong showing against some quality competition. Cal plays it off to left. Stikos has it taken away. Racing into the right side. McGinnis snaps it right towards Sada. Sada drives. Her pass catches a stick and then a skate of Moran. Moran thought about the right side behind her net, now up the left. No fly forward. Enters the zone. 2-on-2, but two trailers defensively. As she goes towards the corner, loses the puck. It's French who sends it around. McKay looking to get out, unable to. McKay has to track back. And then send it cross ice off the sidewall and rolling all the way down, icing the call. A tick over 5 remaining in the game. Again, no overtime should Washington level this one. Draw one back. Polar Bears wrap it around their own zone, looking for Myers. Correction, for Kleiner, who skates towards her net, now up the right side, survives a stick check, and continues her ascent up ice. Cuts to the right, now circles back towards the blue line. Puck still on her stick, snaps it across the zone. Shot there, fired by McKay, but pushed behind. Kleiner skating in, shot, deflected, scores! Kleiner threw it into traffic, caught a piece of Kaylee Culinary, who had the opening goal this period, and just like that, Connecticut, 3 goals in the third, lead 3-1. And it's been a strong period for Connecticut, but perhaps the whole game, it's felt like they've been the better team, just now showed up on the scoreboard. Ford carries it in. Not with the wraparound. Her pass deflected by Cheng. Millay plays it towards the middle. Shot bouncing, puck closing in on it was Kleiner, just unable to get the Deflection into the net. Dolch looking to evade one. Kept on her stick for a moment after collision with Williamson, but can't any longer as Fox flies the zone. It comes to Myers. Myers circles round the low going in. Cuts towards the left. Backhanded towards the net, but deflected behind by the Pride's defensewoman. Helen Myers. Myers looking for the tap. Back towards the blue line. Dolch thrown out in front. Chance to put one home. Just couldn't get the shot off after a deflection. As Ford had to look for her second. Touched back by Dolch to McGinnis, who can't find the puck as desperation time here as Williamson enters. Backhands it across. Can't connect, and now Connecticut the other way. Just trying to throw it in the zone as Godard doesn't enter the first effort after a deflection. Does on the second. 2:50 to go in the period. Fisher towards the net front. Was looking for the deflection from McGinnis. Didn't get it. Comes to Riley behind. He couldn't clear the zone. Now bounces towards Yavi Parthensarthi, who will play it down as soon as she clears the half line. 2.5 to go. Polar Bears trying to hold on in this one. Morton sends it across. She'll go off for a change. Ahead, Gingras carries it forward. Final 2 minutes. Plays it right to left. Bouncing puck kept in the zone. Looking for the exit was Benoit. It does come out, but right to Kleiner. Kleiner takes the zone right back, pokes it to the left, finds it again. Shot from a tight angle, covered up with 1:44 remaining. .90 seconds to go as this one comes towards Elkins. Played it down. Shot there from Kleiner, pushed aside. Play back towards the blue line, kept it. Elkins plays it off the end wall, closing down on Culinary. Culinary, a pair of goals today. Kleiner looking for it. Deflected up over the cage and gloved as Valentine with the spatial awareness to find it. 1:07 remaining here as both teams will get one final line change in. Draw one back, moved over, shot from Malay, can't hit the target. As it comes beyond, Myers tries to feed it back out towards the front. Covered up once again by Valentine. It's been a strong performance down the other end in net by Bertain. Only one goal allowed. And now less than a minute away from picking up a win. Fox plays it forward. Doesn't quite make its way out as Godard sent it back down. Worked around the defensive zone. Zuckerman sends it cross ice. Just out of the reach of Stikos. And back to Zuckerman. 40 to go. Zuckerman swings it left, right. Cow walled up. Fisher. Skating in here, looking for the exclamation mark. McKay plays it behind the net. Gordon sends it right back the other direction, but taken away as in the closing seconds, Zuckerman skates left to right. 5 to go as she enters the zone. Zuckerman towards the net, shot. behind the cage, and that'll do it as a 3-1 final score. We had a trio of third period goals for Connecticut, including a pair for Kaylee Culinari. That'll do it here in the U14 action of the Founders Cup. For myself, Chris Vogel, for our scoreboard operator, Mackenzie O'Neill, and our filming and director, Kylie O'Keefe. Thank you for tuning in.
Thanks, guys. Yeah.